Hi, good evening everyone. Today we will be starting with the 15th video of a flow series. In this video, we will be understanding what are fault paths and how it is created. So first, let's understand the use case. Have you created a flow and then tested and then deployed it on the production environment? Once it has gone live on the production environment, many users say, many support agents say that that record is not getting created. Boom, you see a error that is unfold exception that has caused it. So is there any way so that we can handle the exception even if the user doesn't have permission or we don't have the access to queue? Anything, any use case? Yes, answer is yes. We have a fault path through which we can share an email to admin, but the record will not stop like this. If I talk about similarly in Java, we have exception handling. So I was yesterday seeing one meme on LinkedIn that finally is stopped in Java. But if I talk about finally code always execute either anything else. We have a try catch block in the Java and Apex language. So I'm not talking more about try catch, but here in the flow we will be understanding what are fault path. How fault path act as a try catch block so that they are a lifesaver in the life of admin if the error comes. So let's see how we will be doing it with some example. So if I talk about the requirement in order to continue with the today's scenario is, so as soon as the priority is set to high, we need to set the priority is equal to escalation. That is the first part. And further, we need to change the owner of that case to the escalation queue. But here is a catch. You don't have any escalation queue in the production org. So how we will be handling this error? So let's see how we will be handling it. First, we will be seeing how the error will be coming, and further we will be resolving the same using a fault. So let's start building a flow. I have opened the flow explorer. Here I will be creating new flow. Since my all the operation will handle at the background, so I will be picking record triggered flow here. So as soon as I pick a record triggered flow, here I have to select the option. Since my object is case, and whenever my record is created or updated, then only I need to fire this out. So I will leave condition statement as none because I don't want to filter any condition in the entry condition. Directly I will be going here, that is action and related records. Either you can set the priority equal to higher, so it's completely okay, but I want to manage that in the decision, so I will be keeping it out. Why we need to use action and related record here? Because we need to update the account owner. That is, owner is basically a different object that is a user. So not account owner, a case owner, that is a user object. So whenever we want to update the related record, it is recommended that you choose this option. After this, what we will be doing here, we will be adding one decision. So let's add a decision. So here what I will be check for priority in order to set status as escalated and change owner to which? To escalation queue. So once we are done till here, so what I will be doing here, I will be adding my outcome. So set if the priority equals high, then we need to do something. So once we are done with this, we will be setting the priority. So don't pick a prior record because we are dealing with the current record. So here will be two use cases. One is a prior value of a triggering case and one is a new case. So only I want to pick a new case here. So when I pick the case, what I will be doing, I will be picking record.priority if equals to high, then we need to produce the outcome. In the default outcome, leave as is. So I will be just changing a name. So let's delete it out, leave as it is. So let's make it out. And once we are done till here, so now you might be thinking, Trishu, have we get the record? I know that escalation queue is not available. So first of all, I will be getting a record. I will be getting a error condition, since escalation queue is not in my org. If you see my org here, if I go on to my setup and if I search for queue, so I have created the queue yesterday. So let's see. There is no queue available here in this org. Once I was doing it, so I created and then deleted the use case. Since there is no queue, but I will be searching for the escalation queue. So let's see how we will be searching for escalation queue, and we will be making a fault path here. So but I'm exceptionally I'm adding an exception by chance, not by mistake here, in order to make you understand. But don't do such errors in your life once you are in the on the client org, since this is just a practice org in order to understand the fault path. So there should be some error at least, so that a user can enjoy the same. So in order to do same, I have created this use case so that a user get error. So here in this, we will be, if the priority equal to high, we will be clicking get record. So what we need to get a record, we need to get a group ID here. So get escalation queue from user, not from user, from org. So make sure that you give a good names here. So I will be selecting group here. So here we will be selecting two options. One is we have a type on the group. So let's select a type. So if I search for here type, where type equal to, we have multiple options here. So I will be searching for queue. So this is the first option, since group has further a queue option here. So my queues are stored in the group. And second, developer name, we have another field, that is developer name equal. So you can type a name, because we need to put a random name here because we don't have anything. So we will be just typing escalation underscore queue. So by doing this, I know that this value is not available, so it will give a null. So only we need a first record, so this will give me the first record if it is available. Since this is not available, we will be just saving this out and we are good till here. Now we have got the record that is not available in our org. So now we will be completing our flow, that is we will be clicking update record. Update record, and here we will be doing two operations, that is update status and owner name, and we will be using the case that triggered the flow, that will be the same part. And here we will be updating the status equals to escalated. So this will be the first use case. Other than this, we will be updating the owner ID equals our get record, that is we have a update status here. So we have a get record available, get group from the, this is a get record dot owner ID. So here I will be putting the owner ID. So now I will be saving this out, that is flow for testing fault path. So once we are landed till here, we will be saving this out, and we will be, since this flow will be failing it here because we don't have anything, so I will be just clicking and I will be updating my case. So let's add some number. So 000, there should be some case here. So I will be updating this record, and here I will be setting the priority equals to high. So it is already priority equal to high. So what I will be doing, I will be first making it medium. So here there is no path because leave as is, it doesn't run in the same path. So let's check for the case where priority is equal to low, or let's set the priority equal to low for some case. So what I will be doing, because my flow is inactive here, so we will not worry about anything. So because if it is activated, then we have to check for the error condition as well. So I will be not clicking, I will be clicking my case, and here we have this new case, that is this number, and here we have priority equal to low. So let's copy this number, and again we will be testing this out. So let's edit flow, and again I will be clicking debug. I will be making updated, and here I will be searching for the case number. Here I will be updating the priority equal to high. Even you can add a condition that that your flow should not be closed. I just this thing that just come into my mind that I haven't added the entry condition, though you can make that check out as well. So we will be adding that check as well. So just I am setting the priority equal to high, and we will be running. So here we got a error condition that the flow tried to update this record, that is this invalid cross reference key ID, that is owner ID cannot be blank. So this is what I was looking out, and this is the error that we know. Now we will be just making one more change here where the status is not equal to close and the entry condition that I have added as none. So let's add an condition, and where closed, oh my bad, closed no, doesn't equal false, equals false. So this will be the entry condition that will help my flow. So I will be saving it out. Once this is saved, I will be activating this out. So now this has been failed, so we don't have any fault path. So I will be just trying out with the same how the error look and how much dirty it look if you don't add a fault path here. So if I click here, I click make a priority equal to high and save, and boom, this is an error screen that you will be getting if you don't add a fault path here. So this is how we will look. I know that this is an intentional error. That's why we have reached till this point. Now we will be doing the exception handling in flows, that is using a fault path. So let's see how we will be doing it. So now we will be going again on our flow, and we will be editing our flow, and we will be saving it as new version so that we can work on this. So as soon as you save it on new condition, on the update record you will be adding a fault path. So here when you click here, you have an option that is add fault path. Because our record is failing here, so we will be adding a fault path here. If it get fail here, so here you can add a email. So I will be selecting an email here. So my fault path is added. So here I will be adding send email action. So you can send an email alert as well, because I don't want to send email alert here. So I will be just picking out my send email. So what I will be doing, I will be just making failure email, and after that I will be just pasting the API name. Here in the description we can leave as is. So here we have multiple options, that is subject and body. So I have created the subject email that will look good. So here I will be just pasting it out, and we will be testing. So let's add the body as well. So here I have added the body. So I think the subject has been copied. So I will be copying the body as well. And here this is the body, that is high priority case cannot be assigned reason escalation queue is missing and not configured. So here the case ID is equal to record ID, and case number is the record number. Please fix the queue configuration. So this is how we will be setting our email. So if you are configuring an email, there are two options. Either you can compose the email, or second you can use the email template. So I've choose the first option, and I have made the changes here. So I will be just saving this out, and again I will be debugging my flow. So in order to debug, so my number is I think updated. So here it is coming, and as soon as I click updated, and if I run it again, and if I set the priority equal to high, so now you will be seeing it will land in the fault path. So it is not failing the flow, but it is landing in the. So I will be activating this out, and after activating we will be checking how it is, because now it is going on to failure action. So I think we have done some mistake here in the email. So my recipient is not getting settled because the owner ID is not providing email. So what I have done, I have added a hard-coded email here, that is in the recipient address I have added trisha.sasiva@gmail.com. Once I click save, this has been saved and now it is activated. So, and if I debug it out again, so if I click debug here, and if I click updated, and if I click the same flow here, and if I make the priority equal to high, so if I run this out, here my flow is not failing. So it is just sending a error, that is cross reference ID here. And once this is so email has been shared further. So this is an email that we have added, and this is the reason that is shared with me. So let's test this out again. So we have activated this case. So just I will be making a save here. So as soon as I click save, my flow will not fail here. It has set the priority equal to high, but the actions had not happened. You are seeing here the status is set to new. It is not set to escalated. That is the first case that we have set, and neither the second part happened here. But it has sent an email in the background. I hope I haven't added the email deliverability on, so that's why the email is not getting fired. But this is the way you can handle a fault path here. So if you like my content, please subscribe my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. I will be bringing more such videos where we will be understanding the crux of flows in more detailed version. And I assure you that by end of this series, that is 150 to 200 series, you will learn in order to migrate all your Apex triggers that is available in your org to Flow, Salesforce Flow. So we will be doing step by step. First, we will be understanding till 25 videos where we will be understanding all the concepts. Like we haven't talked about the collection variable. We haven't seen where the loop is getting obsolete and we need to use if else in order to make it. So there are many more things in the plate that will be coming in the coming weeks. So please stay tuned with my series. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching the videos.